welcome back to another video. My name is Brooklyn and today's video is going to be a little bit different, a little bit not bookish related, a little bit bookish related, I'm not too sure, but we shall see. It is a Q&A type video. I thought since it's like the middle of the year and on this channel for a lot longer than a year but not really posting that often, more so in this last year, I think that I've really ramped up posting and interacting with you guys. So I thought you need to know me. Like, I know you guys know me, but like, let's really get to know each other with a little Q&A. I asked people on Instagram, I just got some like questions online, just so we can really get to know each other. And why not? It seems like a little bit of fun and see what comes of it. I don't know if I'm sharing too much online now or what, but it's okay. It's all good. Just to start, I thought I would do kind of like an overview of myself. My name is Brooklyn, obviously, and I like to read, obviously. But I am currently 21. My birthday is November 2nd, if you were wondering, if you want to send me something. Okay. I live in Australia, about like an hour and a bit from Sydney. I won't give you my exact address at this current moment, just for personal security. And I live with my long-term boyfriend, I guess. He's my fiance now. And we've been together for about 6.5 years. Oh my god. And his name is Owen, and I talk about him a little bit on my channel because he is a big part of my life and my reading experience. He's always with me when I'm reading a book, so his reactions are quite funny to the way I'm reacting. I am one of 3. I'm the eldest. I've got a brother and sister. I'm very close with my sister. I do mention her quite a bit as well. We are obsessed with Harry Styles, as you have all seen my Harry stand-up in my room. And also we love Taylor Swift. I read a lot of fantasy romance, specifically loving Sarah J. Maas, Cassandra Clare, lots of romance. My favourite book ever is The Spanish Love Deception. I don't know about ever, I don't want to say that, but it's my favourite romance book of all time. Now I'll get into the questions that people ask me. This one is, what do I do for work? I'm at uni as well, actually I should have mentioned that before. I'm studying a Bachelor of Psychology and I've got 1 more year left, and then I don't know. Don't ask me about that, I don't know what's gonna happen. But for work, I do work at a general practice, at like a medical center as a receptionist, and I absolutely love it. I've only been there for like nearly 5 months, I want to say, but I absolutely love the people that I work with. All the doctors and just the nurses and everyone is just so lovely, and the patients are as well, and I just really enjoy it. So I see myself working there for quite a little bit longer, depending on how I feel after I finish my degree. I just don't know what's gonna happen with that one, but that's a later problem. You know, just get it done and then I'll think about it, so it's okay. Favorite book to movie, TV show adaptation. I talked about this a little bit in my mid-year freak out tag, but Daisy Jones and the Six is by far the best book to TV show adaptation I've ever seen in my entire life, and I loved that book a lot, and it's just so incredible to see it adapted in that way with such an amazing cast and such amazing music as well. I really enjoy the music and listen to it on a daily basis still after like months and months and months of it being out. I love the Vampire Diaries a lot, but I never read the books or the diaries or whatever, so I can't really say that's like one of my favorites, because yeah, I didn't actually read the book, but it's definitely got to be better than the books. Like, Vampire Diaries is great, like the best. Also, if you don't know me, Vampire Diaries is like my favorite thing like ever. I've watched it multiple times, more than multiple times, and I love it so much. So if you love Vampire Diaries, please let me know because it's great. One of my friends asked, how did you and your fiance meet, even though she knows full well how we met, but thank you for participating. We met in year 10 of school. No, that's a lie. We started going out in year 10 of school. We met kind of officially, obviously, in like year 7 when we started high school, but I don't remember that and he doesn't remember that. But in year 9, that's when we were in our first class together, and it was Japanese. And yeah, it kind of, I don't really remember him too much in that year. I kind of remember like blurs of him and stuff if I really try and remember. He says he remembers me and like certain things that happened between us, which is very sweet. But yes, he then made the first move in year 10 in Japanese. He still did it in year 10, and yes, it was very nice. And we had like all of our classes together that year, and he would constantly stare at me, which was a lot. I've never been like stared at before, and I just remember being like so overwhelmed with this man, this young man staring at me all the time. But it was obviously meant to be, and then it kind of just went from there. And yeah, 6.5 years later, we are engaged, lived together for like 3 years, and annoy the crap out of each other constantly, but love each other very much as well. And then my friend also asked when we're getting married, which she doesn't know because I constantly avoid this question in my personal life because I don't know that answer, and I have no idea. We both have no idea what we want to do. We thought we knew what we wanted, but since I had to buy a car and life has gotten very expensive, things like that don't seem very important. So yeah, it's kind of just whatever happens, and we'll kind of come to that. We kind of just want to like chill for a bit, maybe save some money for once in our life. We also went on like a massive holiday last year, so we're kind of just chilling. So yes, but we'll see. For now, nah. And then someone asked, who was the person or what was the thing that got you into reading? And I love this question so much. I have always read quite a little bit when I was growing up. My mum would read to me, and my mum's dad, my granddad, would read to me a lot. He was probably the main person I would go to for reading. And every time I'd go over to his house, I'd get this like one singular book out and take it to him for me to read. I always get told about that story and remember like bits and pieces of it, which is really lovely to have that memory. I do remember this one particular time which got me into reading like this, which was when I watched The Hunger Games and wanted to read the books, and then my mum bought me the box set of all 3 of them, and I kind of just was obsessed with it. And then after that, I had nothing to read. I was like, what do I do now after I finish these 3 amazing books that I've never read YA before, and I've just become obsessed. And then she like just picked out this random book, and it was City of Bones, and then I kind of just fell into BookTube as I was like googling stuff, and yeah, it was just like BookTube made me go down this massive rabbit hole, and I've never turned back since. Another question is, if you could travel anywhere, fictional or not, where would you go? I think I would really like to go to the Fae world of Zodiac Academy. I'm having Solaria, that's what it's called. That just sounds like the most amazing place I've ever heard, and that school, I need to go to it. Saying that with schools like Hogwarts, like I need to go to that school too. Maybe I just want to go to school in all of these places. Those 2 places would just be incredible, and the magic and all of that type of thing would be so cool to be a part of. Then one of my bookish friends asked me, how many books do I physically own? Now, I could not be bothered to count them. I'm sorry. But I did count them like a little while ago, and I was at like 250 or something. So I reckon I'm close to 300 now. Yeah. It's a bit, but yeah. But it's okay. I love them, and it's okay. It's just so much space they take up. The next question is, what is your favorite genre of YA? And I would have to say like fantasy. I don't know, I haven't read YA for quite some time, and when I was reading YA, it was very much fantasy, dystopian, contemporary romance, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'd have to say those few would be up there. Another question is your favorite book couple, and oh my gosh, there are so many of these, I wouldn't even know where to start. Mainly Aaron and Catalina from The Spanish Love Deception, always amazing. To go to that. Yeah. I don't know, there's just so many. Literally anyone in Throne of Glass I will be obsessed with. Bridget and Reese Larson. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I would just be here for a really long time if I went down that road, so I should just stop while I'm ahead. The last question is, what's a genre that you would like to try and read more of? Cozy mysteries, because Tina, which I will link her channel down below, she has always raved about them everywhere, and also Leandra raves about cozy mysteries and also just like mystery books in general. I never ever read, so I think I would really get into that if I started to read them, so I need to definitely try that. And yeah, it sounds like a great time, so yes, I need to get into that soon. But that is all for this video. I know it was a little bit different and a lot of chatting, but I still hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have anything in common with me or totally different as well. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, just please let me know down below. I will see you in my next video. Bye.